everyone. This is Shrinivas Kulkarrni. I'm a trainer, mentor, speaker, and a coach. First of all, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and watching all my videos, inspiring me to put new content every now and then. My dear friends, if you have any topic that you want me to make a video on, or you need information, or you want to learn anything new, please let me know in the comments section, or you can send me a WhatsApp, or you can send me an email as well, and I will be glad to pick up those topics and talk about it. For the ones who haven't subscribed to my channel, no problem. You're just a click away, my dear friends. So please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, watch my videos, keep inspiring me, keep motivating me to put brilliant content, my dear friends. Thank you. What I want to talk about today is something that's very interesting. How do I say? Here's something very interesting. Okay. As babies, we are born with two fears. One is the fear of being dropped, and the other is the fear of loud noises. As babies, we don't have any more fears. You must have definitely seen, a baby crawling straight out of the balcony, or you must have seen a baby getting down a flight of stairs. They can literally walk straight out of an open window as well. They can put their hand in a dog's mouth. They can put their fingers in an electric socket. Why? Why can they do that? And why is it that you and me can't put our hand in a dog's mouth? It's very simple, because they don't know what is fear. Yeah, they don't know what is fear, my dear friends. And the reason I'm telling this to you is because these things that we call, or all these fears, so-called fears that we talk about, all these fears, my dear friends, are either acquired or learned. None of these fears were inborn. When we were born, we never had a fear of, putting our finger in an electric socket. But we acquire these fears, we learn these fears, and then we instill these fears. I'll give you a simple example. There are times when we say that, I don't like the way people look at me. Now, here is a thing that you need to think about. When you were born, what was your first experience being looked at, either by the nurse, the doctor, your mom, your dad, your grandparents? For all you know, someone must have counted your toes as well. No baby ever puts her hand up or his hand up and says, you know what, don't look at me, I'm a bit fat. Here's the truth. Babies love being looked at. Even when they're full in terms of their diapers, or they have a running nose, they simply like attention. So you see, the fear of being judged, is an acquired fear. We learn to fear being judged because at some point in our life, someone has either judged us unkindly or unfavorably. You can simply overcome this fear by judging yourself very well. Just tell yourself, I am the best person on this earth. We'll go a little further and we'll talk about something that is termed as external fears. What if I go with a person and he and she dumps me? Or what if I go for an interview and they say, you know what? No, we're not looking for you. Now, the point is, all these are external fears, my dear friends. Someone dumping you, or someone saying no for an interview. These are not with you. This is something that's outside, and you hear that, and that's the reason. All these external fears that you have, or that you acquire, or that you learn, bring disappointment, rejection, hurt, pain. Let me tell you, it is okay to have these kind of experiences, because these are the experiences, that is the experience of disappointment, rejection, pain, hurt. These are the experiences that will mold you, that will shape you, that will help you to grow as a person. What we'll do is we'll go a little further, and now we'll talk about something that is internal fear. When we go on top of a building, or let's say we go on the top floor of a building, and then we look down. Some of us what happens is they have a fear that they will fall down. The moment they look down, they're like, oh, you know what, I'm going to fall down. And their stomach plummets because of that. Something like this happens with me also. Whenever I start a new training, the initial 10 or 15 minutes of the training, I have tingy fingers. I have tinge in my fingers. I have butterflies in my tummy. However, the fact is that I get to decide whether this fear is out of excitement or is it out of nervousness. We all have, the inner nervousness of doing things. We all have that. Trust me, we have that. Yeah, we have, the fear of dogs, fear of cats, fear of bees, fear of lifts. Trust me, the list can go on and on and on. The matter of the fact is, all these fears that I just spoke about, these are again acquired or learned fears. Remember, these are not inborn fears. Remember, during your childhood, you must have heard your parents say that, don't go there, don't go near the dog, he will bite you, or don't touch that cat, otherwise she'll scratch you, or there are honeybees there, so don't go there, otherwise the bee will sting you. Remember, this is how we learn fear. This is how we acquire fear. We're so much dependent on external factors, my dear friends. So much dependent on external factors. Remember, for every person who fears a cat or a dog, there is someone out there who loves them as well. The thing about fears is that you have two choices. One, you rationalize why you feel so terrible about whatever is there in front of you. Or the second thing is, you take yourself out of it. All these fears that are there around you actually hold you back. Ideally, that should not be the case, because I believe fear teaches you something or the other. Surprisingly, at some point in our lives, we have loved and liked fear as well, because that fear has actually challenged us to do more. Yes, please go back and remember. I'm sure you would have loved and liked fear at some point in your time. Right. So I want to close this video by something that is very important in terms of fear, my dear friends. The only fear to fear is the fear itself. Thank you so much, my dear friends, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself, stay healthy, stay safe, stay indoors, and happy Independence Day to all of you. Thank you very much. Goodbye.